Do you ever feel unsure about your partner's past? Understanding certain behaviors can provide important clues about their relationship history. In this video, we'll cover 12 key signs that can help you determine if your partner has had multiple sexual partners and how this might be affecting your relationship. Before we dive into these important insights, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss any of our future videos on relationships, trust, and emotional well-being. Stay with us until the end for essential tips on how to navigate these situations and build a stronger, healthier connection with your partner. When it comes to relationships, understanding your partner's behaviors can be vital in establishing a strong and healthy connection. While it's important to avoid labeling or judging someone based on their past, there are certain behaviors that might give you insight into their previous experiences, especially in terms of intimacy and emotional engagement. This isn't about scrutinizing every move, but becoming more aware of the signals that can help you better navigate your relationship. So, if you've ever wondered whether your partner might have had multiple sexual partners, these 12 signs could provide some valuable insights. Remember, relationships are built on trust and understanding, so let's explore these signs thoughtfully. 1. Comfort with physical intimacy. First and foremost, let's talk about physical intimacy. If you notice that your partner seems extremely comfortable with physical closeness, even from the very beginning of your relationship, this could be a sign worth paying attention to. Some women, due to their past experiences, may have developed a sense of ease when it comes to physical touch and intimacy. It's important to remember, as renowned sex therapist Dr. Laura Berman explains, that being comfortable with physical intimacy isn't necessarily a negative trait. In fact, it could indicate that your partner has a healthy relationship with her body and desires. However, if the physical connection feels rehearsed or overly confident, it might suggest a deeper relationship history where she has had numerous positive experiences with intimacy. This doesn't make her any less worthy of a healthy relationship, but it's something you may want to observe if you're looking for a partner who shares similar values and experiences as you. Dr. Brené Brown, an expert on vulnerability, adds that intimacy is fundamentally about connection and trust. So, if your partner is eager for physical closeness early on, it could indicate she places high value on intimacy as a way to bond. Still, everyone has different comfort levels. If you're not on the same page, communication is essential to ensuring both of you feel secure. What to do? Start an open conversation. As relationship expert John Gottman advises, engaging in a dialogue about each other's boundaries and comfort levels can help ensure you're both aligned. Fostering a healthy relationship means respecting each other's needs, so take the time to discuss how you both feel. 2. Avoidance of emotional closeness. While some women may be comfortable with physical intimacy, they may simultaneously shy away from emotional closeness. If your partner enjoys the physical side of your relationship, but consistently avoids deeper emotional conversations, this could be a sign that she's keeping an emotional barrier up. Dr. John Gottman, a well-known relationship expert, suggests that individuals who have been hurt in past relationships might struggle with vulnerability. They may keep their partners at a distance to protect themselves from further emotional pain. In such cases, the issue may not be how she feels about you, but rather her own fear of being emotionally exposed. If you've tried having deep conversations only to find that she skirts around the topic or changes the subject, this could indicate emotional avoidance. While this behavior can be frustrating, it's crucial to approach it with empathy. Dr. Sue Johnson, a clinical psychologist, emphasizes the importance of building trust slowly and respecting each other's emotional boundaries. What to do? If you feel your partner is emotionally distant, don't push her to open up before she's ready. Instead, create an environment where she feels safe and comfortable sharing. At the same time, recognize your own emotional needs. You deserve a partner willing to meet you halfway in building a meaningful connection. 3. Vague or inconsistent stories. One common sign of emotional or relational barriers is the way someone shares stories about their past. If your partner's stories about her history, whether romantic or not, seem vague or inconsistent, it could be a red flag. Psychologist Dr. John Gottman points out that trust and transparency are essential in any relationship. If your partner often tells stories where the details shift or seem to be missing key information, this inconsistency can create doubt and confusion. While memory isn't always perfect, as cognitive psychologist Elizabeth Loftus explains, frequent changes in the narrative may indicate that she's not being entirely upfront. How can you tell? You might notice she mentions one thing about an ex-partner or past experience, only to contradict herself later. Or perhaps she glosses over certain topics, leaving you wondering if there's more to the story. What to do? Approach the subject with care. If her stories leave you with more questions than answers, have an open, non-confrontational conversation. Ask for clarification and express your concerns. If she responds defensively or continues to offer vague explanations, it might be time to consider whether full transparency is something she can provide in the relationship. 4th, last-minute plan changes. Have you ever made plans with your partner only for her to cancel them at the last minute without a clear reason? This kind of behavior can be incredibly frustrating, especially when it starts happening frequently. Last-minute plan changes might indicate that she's prioritizing other things over your relationship, whether it's work, friends, or other interests. While everyone has busy schedules, repeated cancellations without clear explanations could suggest that you're not high on her list of priorities. According to Dr. Susan Johnson, unpredictable patterns like this can lead to feelings of insecurity or abandonment in a relationship. What to do? Communication is key. If her last-minute changes are affecting the relationship, express how it makes you feel without sounding accusatory. Let her know that you value your time together and that consistent cancellations are starting to undermine the trust and emotional security you need. 5. Comparisons to previous partners. No one wants to feel like they're competing with ghosts from the past. Yet this happens when your partner frequently compares you to her exes. Whether it's in casual conversation or during an argument, comparisons to previous partners can stir up feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. Dr. John Gottman suggests that such comparisons often say more about the emotional state of the person making them than about you. If your partner is bringing up past relationships, it might indicate that she hasn't fully processed those experiences. This is especially common among individuals with anxious attachment styles who may struggle to let go of past connections. What to do? Instead of internalizing these comparisons, try to have an open discussion. Ask her why she feels the need to bring up her exes and how it relates to your current relationship. If she's using these comparisons to express unmet needs, addressing those issues could help both of you move forward. 6. Secretive phone behavior. In today's digital world, Phone usage can be a significant indicator of trust. If your partner becomes overly protective of her phone, keeping it face down, quickly changing the screen when you're around, or avoiding phone conversations in your presence, it can raise suspicions. Dr. Laura Berman points out that secretive phone behavior often signals deeper issues related to trust and transparency. It's only natural to wonder if she's hiding something, whether it's old conversations with an ex-partner or something else she doesn't want to share. However, not all secretive phone behavior is a cause for concern. Therapist Esther Perel highlights the importance of privacy in maintaining individuality within a relationship. It's possible that she simply values her personal space. What to do? If this behavior is making you feel uneasy, it's important to address it calmly. Explain how her phone habits make you feel and ask for clarification. If she's not willing to be transparent, it might be time to question whether full trust exists in the relationship. 7. Consciousness of physical appearance. Some people are naturally more concerned about their physical appearance, but if your partner seems overly focused on how she looks, it could be a sign of deeper insecurities or a preoccupation with external validation. Psychologist Brené Brown emphasizes that self-worth plays a critical role in how we navigate relationships. If your partner is constantly dressing to impress or seeking compliments from others, it might signal that she's still seeking validation from past partners or experiences. On the other hand, as philosopher Alain de Botton suggests, taking pride in one's appearance can also reflect self-respect and confidence. It's important to differentiate between self-care and excessive concern with appearance. What to do? If her focus on looks is impacting your relationship, have a candid conversation about how it makes you feel. Is she dressing up to feel good about herself? Or is it about fitting into societal expectations? Understanding her motivation can help you better understand her emotional landscape. 8. Disinterest in sexual health. One of the most important conversations in any relationship involves sexual health. If your partner avoids discussing topics like contraception, sexually transmitted infections, STIs, or her sexual history, it could be a sign that she's not fully committed to open communication in the relationship. Dr. Laura Berman points out that a healthy relationship requires transparency about sexual health. If your partner is reluctant to have these discussions, it might indicate discomfort or fear of judgment. What to do? Approach the subject with sensitivity. Explain that sexual health is a shared responsibility and that having these conversations is essential for both of your well-being. If she continues to avoid the topic, it might signal deeper issues around trust and openness. 9. Avoidance of friend introductions. Meeting each other's friends is an important step in any relationship. If your partner seems hesitant or avoids introducing you to her friends, it might raise questions about her level of commitment or what she's hiding. Dr. John Gottman suggests that reluctance to integrate partners into one's social circle could indicate a wavering commitment. It could also signal that she's juggling different relationships or wants to keep certain parts of her life private. What to do? If you haven't met her friends yet and it's starting to bother you, have a conversation about it. Ask her why she's reluctant to make introductions and express your desire to be part of her life. Transparency and openness are essential for building a strong, committed relationship. 10. Shifting priorities, excluding you. In a healthy relationship, both partners should make each other a priority. If you've noticed that your partner's priorities are shifting and you're being sidelined, this could indicate that she's emotionally distancing herself. Dr. Harville Hendricks, a clinical psychologist, emphasizes that maintaining healthy boundaries and emotional transparency is crucial in any relationship. If you're feeling like an afterthought in her life, it might be time to reassess where you stand. What to do? Have an open and honest discussion about how her shifting priorities make you feel. If she's willing to address your concerns and make changes, it's a positive sign. But if she continues to exclude you from her plans, it might be time to reconsider the relationship. 11th, inconsistent behavior around commitment. If your partner is constantly changing her stance on commitment, one day she's fully invested and the next she seems distant, it could be a sign that she's not ready for a long-term relationship. Dr. Harriet Lerner, a clinical psychologist, suggests that inconsistent behavior around commitment can stem from unresolved feelings or fears of vulnerability. If your partner is sending mixed signals, it's important to address the issue before it becomes a bigger problem. What to do? Have a candid conversation about where the relationship is headed. If she's not ready to commit, you need to decide if you're willing to wait or if it's time to move on. 12th, lack of open communication. Finally, one of the most critical signs in any relationship is the level of open communication. If your partner avoids discussing important topics or keeps things at a superficial level, it could indicate a lack of trust or emotional availability. Dr. John Gottman points out that without open communication, it's nearly impossible to build a strong emotional connection. If your partner is consistently avoiding deeper conversations, it's worth questioning whether she's ready for the kind of relationship you're looking for. What to do? Foster an environment where both of you feel comfortable sharing your thoughts and feelings. If she's still unwilling to open up, it might be time to consider whether this relationship can grow into something meaningful. Conclusion. While these 12 signs might give you valuable insight into your partner's past and present behaviors, it's important to approach each one with empathy and understanding. Relationships are complex, and not every behavior is a definitive sign of a troubled past or a lack of commitment. What truly matters is open communication, mutual respect, and trust. If you recognize any of these signs in your relationship, take the time to have an honest conversation about them. Trust your instincts, but also be open to giving your partner the benefit of the doubt. Relationships require patience, understanding, and a willingness to grow together. Keep the dialogue open and never settle for less than you deserve. You are a person of great value, and you deserve a partner who respects and appreciates you. Stay true to yourself and never be afraid to have those difficult conversations that can lead to a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. Thank you for watching this video. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like the video, share your story in the comments below, and share this video with your friends and family. Your experiences could help others feel understood and gain valuable perspective. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.